Hey everybody, it's your boy labbearome, the disabled fragrance guy, and I'm back for another review. Do me a favor if you haven't done so already, listen to that graphic down there, go down below, like and subscribe to the channel. You guys know your support means everything to me. These reviews don't get done without you. I want to thank you for rocking with me so far. I truly do appreciate your support. Let's keep it going today. So, I am not going to reinvent the wheel for this review. There are reviews about this fragrance out already. However, I did want to give my 2 cents because I have a difficult history with previous iterations of this fragrance. So, back in 2015 or whenever it was when Dior released Sauvage, I got it. EDT didn't do well for me. Got EDP, did slightly better, but not good. Got the Parfum, didn't like it at all because it didn't do anything on my skin that I was, it did not work for me. So here we are, 4th time around. Today's review is going to be on Dior Sauvage Elixir. Elixir, of course, came out this year, 2021. The nose behind the fragrance is Francois de Mauchy. The notes we have in the top: cinnamon, cardamom, nutmeg, and grapefruit. In the mid, we have lavender. And in the base, we have sandalwood, licorice, amber, Haitian vetiver, and patchouli. There is only one size to this fragrance. 2-ounce bottle will run you $155 USD. So this has not hit discounters yet. I don't think it will for quite some time. So if you want it, you may have to go troll a Facebook group or just pay retail for the fragrance. $155 USD for 2 ounces. So I detailed my difficult history with every other iteration of this fragrance. Is the 4th time the charm? Yes. Yes, it is, and I will tell you why. I get 4 other fragrances in this one bottle. This, to me, if Oud for Greatness, La Nuit de l'Homme, and Spice Bomb Extreme all got together and had a baby, it would be Sauvage Elixir. I'm telling you, this is the best version of Sauvage for me by 1.5 billion miles. The seductive cinnamon cardamom opening with a little bit of a tartness from the grapefruit lends itself to being like otherworldly intoxicating, in my opinion, from the opening. This is not a blue fragrance. Notice I did not say ambroxan in the note breakdown. Thank God this is not, at least in my opinion, a blue fragrance, because I was getting sick of the blue phenomenon, which Sauvage EDT was a part of back in the day. I think this was, if it didn't kick off the blue phenomenon, it was shortly after the blue phenomenon kicked off that Sauvage came out. I'm tired of the blue thing, guys. I do have a couple of blue fragrances in my collection, but I am so glad that this, to me, on my skin and to my nose, does not come off as a blue fragrance. To me, in my opinion, Dior is kind of tiptoeing its way into the world of niche perfumery. If this had another name, if this were put out by Xerjoff, if this were put out by Amouage, if this were put out by Anicio, you would absolutely pay $300 plus for this fragrance. I kid you not. If it didn't have Dior on it, you would pay $300 at least for this fragrance. And if you hated Dior Homme 2020, and I know a lot of you did, not me, but I know a lot of you hated Dior Homme 2020, you can now forgive the company and, forgive them. They've made amends. Dior Homme Elixir, or Dior Sauvage Elixir, I'm sorry, I get my fragrances mixed up, is an absolute standout fragrance. It's giving me, and I have it on skin, it's giving me kind of Oud for Greatness vibes. It has that punchiness to it. It has that abrasiveness to it. It's also giving me La Nuit de l'Homme vibes. It's got that cardamom in there, the sexy, seductive cardamom. And it's also giving me the Spice Bomb Extreme vibes. It's got that spicy bite to it. It's beautiful in its composition. It's dark and mysterious, yet maintains a little bit of brightness with the grapefruit in there. I will tell you that I do not believe anyone under 35 should wear this fragrance. And I'll tell you why. I think it's dark. I think it's mysterious. I think it's very, very mature. This is the most mature of the Sauvage line. And while, you know, you don't have to listen to me, but I do believe that this lends itself to 35 and up. So if you're 35 and up, pull for this. I absolutely think that it's a standout. If you're below 35 and you pull for this, you might want to have your stuff together. You might want to be on your A game just a little bit more, because I think this fragrance commands that. I also, in the mid, I told you 3 fragrances that this reminds me of. I'll tell you the 4th now. In the mid, I'm getting Parfums de Marly Layton vibes without the apple. There's no real, you know, apple vibe that I'm getting from this, but I do get the brightness and the semi-sweetness of Parfums de Marly Layton in the mid of this fragrance. It's spicy and slightly sweet, although not overly sweet. This is not, you know, toothache inducing, not, you know, headache inducing. I think you can pull for this year round. Modify your sprays, because it is a strong fragrance. Modify your sprays in the heat, but I do think this is a good all-season fragrance. Very suit and tie appropriate. I believe you're going to want to be business casual to formal in this fragrance. I don't think you can get away with this just casually. I think the fragrance kind of just demands a little bit more respect than that. So I believe if you're going out, if you're going on a date, if you're gathering with friends, if you're at work and have a business meeting, absolutely, those are the most appropriate times to pull for Elixir. The licorice and the sandalwood, like I said, add a mature essence in the base, which is why I say 35 and up. And thankfully, we have gotten away from the blue phenomenon. I was just getting so sick and tired of that. I know that there are great fragrances that are considered blue fragrances. I don't care about them. I'm not going to say I don't care about them anymore. I do care about them. I just wanted something different, and Sauvage Elixir definitely gave me something different. I am going to cherish this in my collection. Guys, do yourselves a favor. Get a sample of this at least. If you don't have it near you already, get a sample of this. I highly suggest it. I'm going to leave a link down below to where you can acquire the fragrance. That's my time. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. Go down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.